watching the game, smoking some bud. Are you all alone?
I just got done with the speed run, for Superluminal to get under 35 minutes for the speed run for the achievement. And I go to look at the video and try to edit it. And I forgot to separate my game audio and mic tracks. Now the audio is just completely cooked. So that sucks because the whole time I thought everything was going good. So I'm gonna still use the video footage because I got that and I'm gonna use it, but I'm gonna just give commentary over it, I guess, just talk over it. Damn, that sucks. I thought, but oh well. Here is my speed run in about 29 minutes and some seconds. All right, now my first playthrough took me about almost 3 hours. Then the next playthrough I did was for the developer's commentary, and that took me just either under an hour or just about an hour. And from there, I tried to do my first speed run. My first speed run, I didn't know you can actually go into the settings and they have a built-in speedrun timer in the game. So I tried to just compare it to my recording time on OBS. And so I really didn't know, maybe like a minute or 30-second difference when I hit record, but maybe a couple second delay as well, now that I think about it, because it doesn't start until you walk through that first door, and then every chapter it also kind of pauses for a second while it's loading. So I ended up with about like 36, 37, and when I went back through it, 36, 37 minutes, and I feel like I barely just missed it. And that was the first playthrough, so I was like, there's 2 areas where I felt like I wasted a lot of time at. And the first one was the bouncy castle area, and the second one was, it was also the same area, but it was the keyhole, changing your size and proportions right there. That area kind of fucked me up, and it definitely wasted time. But that barely missed it by like a minute or 2, maybe less. My second playthrough, or not my second playthrough, but my second speedrun attempt, I got fucked up at the moon. And when I tried to grab the door off of the moon, for whatever reason, the door like glitched out, fell through the map, and didn't spawn in, so they kind of ruined that run. And I did a third attempt later on, and I missed a jump. One of the jumps, like I timed it wrong, and I just fucked it up. And then this is my 5th time. I had 2 other times where I'm trying to figure out the timer, the recording, because I downloaded a timer off of Google or whatever. Before I knew they had a built-in one in the settings. And so I was just like, damn, the timer's not working. I'm trying to figure it all out. And I ended up recording this run with audio and everything, but it's just it's all on one track and it's all just messed up. And so I didn't really want to like fake record. Oh wow, look, I just did it for the first time. No, this one that you're watching is when I actually got under 35 minutes and ended up getting the achievement for it. But it's weird looking back knowing what the time I ended up getting versus the time I did the first time. I first run through, I was like, I really didn't miss the area. Like, I don't know how to get faster. I know that there's guys out there there's one guy on YouTube who done it in like 5 minutes using glitches and that kind of stuff. And I mean, you just got to use one of those glitches and it'll already give you pretty much a decent run. You don't have to be like insanely perfect. But I kind of just wanted to try it legit just because I've been having awesome time playing through the game. You know, it's short. You could run through pretty much everything within under 20 hours, 20 hours of gameplay. And, I've been wanting to make YouTube videos and make a couple videos on games that I play. So like this is the first game I'm doing it where I'm making multiple videos out of certain things like speed running, the Easter eggs, the constellation rooms, and stuff like that. And there's certain areas where I feel like, man, I'm wasting direct time. So I'll set up the queue, hit the jump, got it, then hit the second one. I'm like, all right, I got it. And little hesitations of not getting it the first time right there kind of just is like, man, I'm gonna blow it. I'm gonna miss it by a couple seconds. But that's not what ended up happening. Yeah, this area on the third attempt, or the second attempt, messed me up because as I reproportion the moon right there, I grabbed the door and I guess it gets so small where it glitches out of the map or something. And I fuck it up, and even right here, it took me a second try to get it big enough where I was just like, man, fucked up the time. But when like going through the speed run, it felt like every motion I made was a wasted one. And so I was just like, there it is right there, just blew it with that little wasted second. But this run through, I definitely just powered through and killed it. Got it done in 29 minutes. 6 minutes better than, not 6 minutes better, but 6 minutes to kind of spare, which is crazy because then I basically got it done in, the first time I got it done in 37 minutes. And that first one, I was like, oh, how can you get better? And this whole time I was just like, hit those jumps and just didn't want to waste a motion. And there's split seconds where I felt like I wasted it, which really it only came down to like a second on those. Didn't hurt my time at all. Same thing right here with this dice jump. Tried to hit the first time, boom. Got it the first time. Past attempts, I've had to make that jump twice because I missed it. Just because you time it wrong. It's weird, like jump delay or something. And then right here with this dice, when it breaks up into a bunch of pieces, I get them big enough, but like right there, I'm kind of just stuck for a second. And I'm like, fuck, man, that fucked the run up. But this whole time I played the game enough to know what to keep doing every time. But for some reason, it felt like I don't remember what's next. I know what to do next, but for whatever reason, I can't remember what's coming next. So I'm like, all right, all I'm wanting to do is like trying to go as fast as I can, but I'm not paying attention to where I'm actually at. And so like definitely just tensing up for some weird reason the whole time. Or no reason. But besides the few jumps here and there, I really wasn't worried at all. The only areas I was just thinking about was trying to get the labyrinth area, the bouncy castle, and everything with the resizing correct, because that was the only part where I was just like, that's gonna fuck up the run, it's gonna fuck me up. Even when I look down right here, I'm like, oh fuck, I missed it the first time, so I gotta oh. And when you're doing it in real time right there, it feels like forever that you just wasted. So as like I'm like hesitating on those steps, I'm just like, fuck, that was it. I thought this room was genius because at first I was like, where the hell do I go? So I started to walk into the darkness area right there, and I was just like, genius. I was just, even right here on the left side, I think you can see on my full playthrough to where I'm really pushing the corners and the edges, where I'm trying to figure out, okay, there's stuff all around, right? And that's what the game's making me think. But they really smartly, I don't think that's a word, but the genius move that they did, they put those little boxes right back there. So if someone wanted to push the corners without knowing what was there, push the edges right there without knowing what was there, those boxes would stop you to make you think, oh, there's a wall there. Even right here in the first playthrough, I got stuck because I was like, what the hell, where am I supposed to find a light and all that nonsense? But once you know, you don't even need to get the light there anymore. Pushing just about 11 minutes, and I just felt like I was making really good time. I felt like it, but I just didn't know what, I'd forgotten what level I was on, so I was just like, I just gotta keep going. And there's a thing where when you're doing the speed run, every time it loads up a new area and the screen goes black, you can already start backing up out of the room to kind of give you a couple more seconds, I guess. And I think I missed it right there at the start of the level. And like I keep saying, those little things just kind of mess with your head and mess with you. Like, that was it. Even though there were like a second or split second time difference of, oh wow, that little hesitation. But in actuality, you know, I ended up getting in like 6 minutes faster than the 35 minutes. But during the whole run and it's live, you're just like worrying, stressing. Even with these alarm clocks, I stacked that one, I jump up and I'm just praying I get up there. I did. I was like, oh my god. And even with this apple area, it kind of glitches out and acts up sometimes. Knock the apple off and I'm like, what the hell? And I'm still moving at the same time, and right there it closes up right away. And so that could have ruined the run right there itself, maybe. This room in my first playthrough killed me. I spent so much time in this room, and I found out by accident, just going all over the place and just start spamming the apple right from up there, and I was like, oh my god, that's what it was. Same area, another area where I was just like worried about the jump. Just don't want to waste time. Just want to jump, get up, and go. And like I said, these areas aren't bad at all. It's really just overcomplicating it, actually, when you're playing, just thinking like every movement matters and counts. It does, you don't want to waste time, but like this split second stuff isn't going to affect you in the end. I'm just trying to take the most direct route through every which way, even if that means just going in a straight line. And yeah, right around this area is where I'm like, crap. I'm about to walk through it and I notice like, ah, damn, I'm too big, too small. And then right here, I'm just like, fuck, did I fuck it up already? I'm too big. And I'm able to get through the door barely right there. And I resize it to where I'm good. I'm not really worried, but almost messed it up right there. Right, I waste some time. And like, I'm still barely fitting through these doors. And once I make it through all those doors right there, sense of relief. But I know the bouncy castle's coming up, and I struggled with that multiple times in other runs. And resizing this goddamn fan, I was just like, oh my god, what's wrong with me? And I mess up the window right here. I like make it real small. Now I gotta keep repositioning it. And right there I was like, sure, that's it. Just fucked it up right there, wasted time right there. And then now right here was all I'm thinking about is like, all right, I'm already thinking about what I'm trying to do, what positions I need to get it in. Because if I can get through the dollhouse right here, not the dollhouse, the bouncy castle here. If I can get through here in this area, this section right here, I'm golden. Make the jump. I'm a decent enough size to where I'm moving fast. I'm not too small. I'm going slow. Set up the bouncy castle. I'm like, that's decent size. Don't have to redo it again. And I actually are messing around with it right here. Just realize, oh no, it's fucked up. It's gonna keep moving. I keep having to reposition it. And I'm already thinking, oh my god. Set it down, and I'm like, please stay, please stay. Because in other run-throughs, in that area, I keep struggling to get it positioned, and I struggle getting the size positioned. I struggle with resizing it appropriately because sometimes I'll be too small to where I go so slow, or I'll be too big to where I can't fit through the doors. And kind of the same thing with this area right here. All I'm thinking is if I can get through here pretty fast, I'm good. I got like 12 minutes to go, and I just not thinking about how close I am, because I'm pretty close. Not pretty close, but you know, I'm already going, moving pretty good. And this is like the only area I'm just like worried about. I get into the keyhole and I'm able to grab both doors, and I'm like, all right, sweet. Now I'm just trying to move, because in my first run through, I set it up to where the doorway's falling in the air, and I'm so small that the doorway is like falling down slowly, like right there. But when I go through it, I'm so small. Here, I'm not too small. I'm just big enough to where I can move at a decent pace, barely fit through that door, and barely fit through the elevator, to where I don't have to worry about that. And then right here's where I'm kind of home free, because I know everything else that's coming after this that's not a struggle or a challenge. It's more of me just getting in my own head at this point, where I'm like, all right, I know what I have to do every time I turn the corner or whatever. It's all about just finishing, really. Those are the two spots where it would just kill my time if you don't. It kills anyone's time if you don't get it proportioned right. Yeah, I don't know. I think this area is like almost a full minute of just dialogue, and you're just waiting for the next part, because you can't really like skip it. I think there's a glitch area right here where I saw a guy on YouTube able to skip it, but like I said, I'm trying to do kind of a clean run through. But all I'm thinking is like, god damn it, hurry up. I missed the clock there a couple times, and I'm just like, fuck me. Trying to run through the end of the hallway to reset it. Boom. Do it again. I'm looking at the time. About to hit 20 minutes. really, I'm just coasting. I'm just going. I know what to do next. Kind of being short-sighted and not realizing I'm getting close. I'm getting really close. Because in my head, I'm kind of home free. But until I get it done, all I'm thinking is I'm wasting time. Oh, in this area with the hidden room up there, I wasted so much time getting up into that hidden room just to be nothing up there besides a die that multiplies multiple times. Wasted so much damn time. I spaced the dice out right there a little bit, but I made the jump anyway. Kind of right here too, I was like, but that's just playing hours on the game, and you kind of know your limitations on the jump movements. Set the die down, I make that big jump. That's probably the biggest jump that I made. It wouldn't have ruined my run or anything, but in the moment I was like, God damn it, I placed that die so far away and I'm still gonna go for it and still jump for it. Yeah, this game is beautiful. Like, some of the illusions on here are just insane. Really fun game that I'm glad I tried. I saw it on the Xbox Game Pass and I was just like, I think I've heard of it before. I think I've seen some people play before. Let me go ahead and try it because I could play free on the Game Pass. I think that's the fun in it, is the challenge and the puzzle. Even in this area too, when my first walkthrough, I was like, what the hell do I do? And then, man, I probably spent like 15 minutes in that area alone just doing a whole bunch of nonsense because I didn't know what I was doing. And I got that done in like 10 seconds right there or something. And then right around here is when I started realizing, yeah, I got it. I'm close as hell. Now that you kind of know where everything's at, know what you're doing, it's not really challenging. There's some parts that when you're doing like a speed run that are challenging, like you kind of want to hit it the first time so it doesn't waste any more of your time. But like, it's crazy how when you first play the game, it is really challenging and you're just like stuck in areas like, what the hell do I do? What do I do? Just the feeling of accomplishment when you actually figure out the puzzle. Yeah, I looked at the time. I was at 25 minutes, and I get in here, and I'm just like, oh, dude, I'm here. It's over. I got it. This is one of the areas where I was just like, it's so simple, but they make it look so beautiful and so good. I mean, the entire game in general, but just black and white, but they make it look really, I guess you could say, artsy. They make it look really good. Yeah, in the first playthrough I did, I remember hitting the switch right here and waiting. And I was like, is it loading or what? Until I finally just moving my controller and just trying to like wake it up or whatever. That was another genius area. I was just like, wow. Because it's funny how you really have to figure it out the first time when you're going through all these levels. And then when you go for like the Easter eggs and the blueprints and other stuff like that, really makes you think, like, you really felt like you were thinking outside the box, trying to figure out these puzzles and lead them to the next room until some of these Easter eggs and some of these other collectibles are just hidden like crazy. I do plan on making a video when I'm done with making my series of videos for Superluminal. A video with like kind of make it look artsy and like a dedication to the game and the great aspects of it. And right there, boom, 29 minutes and 13 seconds. I was happy to get it, but I was just like, oh wow, I got it in like just under 6 minutes faster than the 35 minutes, you know? And it's funny because, like I said earlier, I was like looking at all those little hesitations or missed things here and there that took maybe like half a second or a second, and it didn't really even hurt my time. But it was the first speedrun attempt where I was just like, did in 36-37 minutes, and I was just wondering, how do I get faster? How do I possibly get this faster? But I put in probably almost 15 hours into the game, so kind of start figuring out, like I said, the jumps, things here and there, I guess, to like keep you from wasting your time. But this was honestly, like, I want to say this has been my first actual like speedrun attempt, not like a legit speedrun, but like this is first one that I can remember like attempting with a game and a timer, really. Because I tried to mess around and download a timer on Google, but that shit kind of wasn't working, and I didn't know how to work it. But yeah, this is the first game that I've ever like speed ran with an actual timer and just like trying to hit a set time. I think there's games in the past that had achievements, so complete this game in under 24 hours or something like that. But this one was more of like, you know, complete the entire game in a really short amount of time. The one achievement left, the challenge mode achievements, where I guess I haven't looked at the challenge mode yet because that's going to be its own separate video. That's the only achievement I've left to get on the game. Hey yo. Well, that was my speed run. I apologize in advance for the commentary and for the audio. I'm still learning a whole bunch of new things on editing, audio, and all that kind of good stuff. Learning valuable lessons the hard way. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed speed run a little bit. Hopefully there's one person out there enjoying something, you know. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll be uploading more in the future, not just Superluminal, but I'll be moving on to some other games, just games that I haven't played before and some that I have played before. I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to keep learning, keep making more videos, and having fun with it, and I'm really enjoying it. Peace.
What you doing, son? Nothing. Just chilling. Killing. True.